welcome back to the channel. We are in the Cotswolds and this video is going to be what we made on Vinted, eBay, Etsy and YouTube in the past year. Well, welcome back to the channel, and as I said, we are here live in the Cotswolds. We are running on not only one camera, two cameras, but three cameras. We've got the drone now. I thought I'd give you a good excuse to use that drone, so here we are. And this is a video on what we made in the last year on Etsy, eBay, Vinted and of course YouTube. Now firstly, let's have a recap on the past year. It has been the most incredible year ever. We have grown the clearance grafters beyond what I could ever imagine. The shop has been flourishing, just non-stop. It's been amazing, and I now have the best team I've ever had in the 7 years since I started clearance grafters. The best team, and you've seen most of them, if not all of them, and you'll see more of them next year. But the best team, like I always say, I can never do what I've done on my own. You always need a team doing something like I've done, and the only reason we've done so well is because the team I got around me. If you look back at previous years and how much better we're doing now than what we were before, it's absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. So I just can't thank my team enough. But I mean, if we recap on the past year, you know, we started off the year quite busy with clearances. We went into the year fairly busy, busier than normal years, previous years. And we then went over to the Netherlands. If you remember that, we went to the Netherlands earlier in the year, met Jona, Danny and his amazing team, came back full of inspiration, still running through my blood now, the inspiration and the vision that I came back with after being there, just absolutely amazing. And then middle of the year, we upgraded our vans. We were running, the last 6.5 years before that, we had one van and it wasn't even the very best van. It was quite dodgy. It wouldn't always start in the cold. And so we managed to get ourselves 2 new vans, and the business has just excelled since. It's skyrocketed beyond what I thought it could have been. In the last 6 months, but looking at the figures and looking at the work we've taken on, the last 6 months, we have done more clearances in the last 6 months than we've done the whole year in 2024. That's how busy we've been. That's insane to be that busy. And it's just, you know, I couldn't wish for more. It's like almost quite emotional thinking about it, because, you know, if you know me, if you know my story, where I come from, bad education, very bad job choices, very bad management, a lot of very low self-confidence, and everything else in between, to now what we've now created. And now I'm sitting here in the beautiful surroundings of the Cotswolds, having a little family break over Christmas. The day of recording right now is Christmas Eve, and the weather's lovely. It's a bit cold, but nothing we can't deal with. But absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. I just lost for words how good it's been. I started a WhatsApp group for the clearance community. So anyone watching this who's in that, thank you so much, because you've all contributed to that, and it's been amazing for you guys and amazing for me. It truly has. I didn't really know what we were going to do with that, and it just seems to have found its own way. And we create this amazing community with sharing our visions and passions with people who enjoy doing the same job all over the country. And so that's been amazing this year. Our clearance guide has hit record sales this year. I wrote that guide a couple of years back to try and help people start off into the clearance industry, and that is just amazing. So proud of so many of you who have bought that guide, listened to the guide, gone off and started your clearance business this year, and you're doing amazing. You're doing amazing already. You're already doing. Honestly, you got a van, got uniforms, got your company name. You're getting working. You're using social media. Everything I put in the book, some of you are literally using. Like, it's every word. And I've always said, like, the book isn't a magic book. You're not going to buy it, and all of a sudden you've got a successful clearance business. There's loads of hard work. It never ends. The hard work never ends to create a successful business. However, it gives you a head start. So if anyone watching this is thinking about starting their own house clearance business, buy the guide. I know it's like very salesy, I hate doing salesy things, and I don't talk about it enough if I'm totally honest. But if you buy it, I promise you that it will help. It will be the best investment that you make, because it's only £28 for this guide. It's a 15-page guide, starting from when you first think of your name for your business, all the way up to staff, stories, how you're getting your work, what van you should use, like everything, so much in between. And it's full of top tips as well, and everything in it is what I've written. Everything is what I've learned. When I started 7 years ago, wasn't a thing out there like that. There wasn't all these YouTube videos. There wasn't many people on Instagram, if anyone was on Instagram, talking about house clearances. So grab the guide. The link will be in the description. But what we're here to talk about, mainly talk about, is what we have made on the platforms that we sell on. I'm not here to discuss what we've made on the clearance side, because there are two. So we have Clearance Grafters, our house clearance business. We have Vintage of Surrey, our antique shop. Two separate businesses, two separate bank accounts, two separate services and whatever we offer. Clearances, obviously we're out clearing houses. We charge for that majority of the time. Sometimes we give big reductions, or occasionally, rarely we do a job for free. And then car boot sales, all on that side. Storage is all on the Clearance Crafters side. The shop and all our platforms are on the shop side. I don't know, I'm not going to discuss what we took in the shop itself, because I don't know. I don't really look, if I'm honest. Every month I look, think, right, we've hit target, made a little bit of money, bang, and we've hit, made a bit of profit every month. But I'm going to talk about the platforms for the reason because there's so many resellers out there to start with who may be interested in seeing what we do, what we're taking. I don't mind sharing it. And also the people who do want to start a house clearance business, this is like to show you the potential. Excuse me, I've got a really bad cough at the moment. This is to show you the potential of when you're clearing a house, the stuff that comes out of the house is not rubbish. I built my business because I wanted to avoid landfill and show people that things are being thrown away into society can be reused one way or another. This is just a very small example of how we can divert from landfill and reuse things. There are so many things out there to make it easy for us to avoid landfill. So like car boot sales alone, boom, massive thing. And then all these platforms, a shop. And there's more. There'll be more platforms. Whatnot is on our radar. We haven't started that yet, but Whatnot is on our radar. There's so many other ways to avoid landfill from the things that you find in house clearances. Around 80% of what we sell on our platforms in the shop is from house clearances. The other 20% are things that we buy. We buy from the public. We do get invited into people's houses just to buy, not always clear. And we'll go there and buy it. Every month, at least once a month, we'll get a house call to go and buy at least once a month. Sometimes every week, we get a house call to go and buy some stuff, and we will go. Even though we're busy, we will still go, because you don't know what's going to be there, and it's cool. So that gives you a rough idea of where our stock's coming from. House clearances, 80%, buy-in, 20%. We sell a mixture of things. It can be anything from clothing on our Vinted, mainly. The most random things on our eBay. It can be watches and jewellery. It can be a can of links. It can be, we've sold multiple phone books this year. Yellow Pages, a BT, multiple, £10, £15 each one. We've sold loads. And then you've got things like Argos catalogues. They're all been sold on our eBay. Boom, 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 boom. Amongst other things, Etsy is more, I was going to say more upmarket stuff. I'm going to say Emily heads up our Etsy. So she does amazing at just making the things amazing on Etsy. She does a really good job, something that I could never do. And she'll put things on Etsy. Sometimes it can be an expensive piece of furniture. Recently we sold a ladder axe unit or units for over £2,000 on our Etsy. That was like a month ago, 6 weeks ago. So that was a fantastic sale. And that's the sort of thing we probably wouldn't sell in our shop because we don't have enough footfall. So that's where Etsy comes into it, and we can get those sales. Amazing, boom. And then you have other things like just £20 items, £30 items, little bits and bobs, just things that we probably take to a car boot and ask for £1 for, but we can get £20, £30 on Etsy, we will. And then Joe heads up our eBay, who you would have seen both Joe and Emily, as well as looking after our eBay, Etsy, Vinted platforms. They also look after the actual shop. It doesn't run itself. I've been out in the clearances so much this year. I've not been at the shop as much as I would like. So they run the shop as well as doing that. So when you see these figures, that is not purely, there's not them sitting there 5 days a week listing things on eBay and Etsy and Vinted. They are running in the shop as well. And I don't know what we take in the shop. Maybe, I don't know, 40, 50 grand. I don't actually know. But whatever we take in the actual shop is what we take. And then we've got Harrison, who looks after the eBay as well. Harrison, you know, from the clearance side, but he originally started as a Saturday boy at the shop. He's been with me 4 years now, so he does a little bit of eBay. And then my wife, who started with us this year, she just helps out every now and then. She's got her own business, beauty business, that she does on her own, so she's not with us full time. Also, we've got the kids to look after, but she does once or twice a week come into the shop and do a little bit on Vinted. Not loads, but she does a bit, and she also helps out in the shop and does other things. So that's kind of like the behind the scenes, if you like, of our operation. So last year's figures, I think we're going to have a visitor coming into the camera in a minute. Jesse, do you want to come say hello quickly, because we're filming live? This is my son Jesse. Look, I'm there. I'm filming on all the cameras. Clever, isn't it? Yeah. Drones filming, the cat camera's filming as well, and this camera's filming. All right, you go in because you're cold. All right, well, he said he's not cold, he is cold. So I had the figures in front of me. Now, some of these are like, I don't know, so like, I'm certainly not unimpressed with these figures. And some of them I'm really impressed with, and some of them I'm like, that's amazing, and some of them I feel could have done better. But you got to think these aren't like the only figures that we can go with. We do take a lot through the shop itself. Now let's start with Vinted, because that's like our lowest one. That's the one we put the least amount of effort into. Last year in Vinted we took £2,735. At that stage we haven't been on it that long, maybe a year-ish. Not done amazingly better, but we've taken £3,356 in the last year. Now bear in mind, last year the video was on the 3rd of January, today is the 24th, so there is a good week, and that week could definitely push us over the edge, at least accumulate another £1,000 on all the totals together. So this is just a rough guide, guys. And bear in mind, we don't pay for this. No, 80% of this we're not paying for. This comes through our house clearances. So we haven't got the overheads of stock. We've got the overheads of renting the shop, the overheads of staff, tax, of course. This is pre-tax, but post fees. But we're not paying for the actual stock itself as such. Then we got eBay. Now eBay last year, we done £28,550. eBay this year, we done £28,035. So we've done £500 less. Bear in mind, there's another week, we probably will catch up with that £500. So we're more or less broke even on the eBay. That's fine. Again, that's fine. I'm more than happy with that, because I have been at the shop less. I have put less of my effort into the shop, so now it's running more organically, and the only reason is because you can see I've been out in the clearances constantly. That's not because I don't want to be at the shop, it's because I'm out on the clearances, which is a good thing, right? If I'm out on the clearances, it means we're busy. Then we've got our Etsy. Now last year on Etsy we done £9,774. This year on Etsy, this is a good one, £15,953. So we can safely say now we have 16,000 by the end of the year. So that's over £6,000 more than last year. That's good. That is good. And the only reason I say that we've done better this year, we've concentrated, well, not concentrated, but we've added more furniture onto Etsy, which is something we didn't do much of before, because we didn't think the furniture would sell. Furniture sells on Etsy, guys. Etsy is good for furniture. And then, of course, we've got YouTube. So, you know, this isn't the biggest figure. But bear in mind, this was our first proper year on YouTube, monetizing. I have been bloody busy. I haven't done as many videos as I wanted to do, because I am filming, working and editing, as well as running both businesses, as well as having the kids. That's a lot for one person to do. Like, I'm sure you agree. So I'm pretty pleased the amount of videos we have produced this year. Yes, I want to do more, and yes, there are definitely plans in the pipeline to create more videos for you. But let's go by the figures. The last year, 90 quid. Haha, 90 quid. I was still happy with that. This time last year, I was still well happy with that. Because that's still a big milestone for us. This year, £2,225. I am happy. I'm more than happy with that, because we are slowly building up our audience here on YouTube, building a community. We're finding our feet with everything. We're still trying to find our feet and work out what you guys want to see, what works well for us. We've invested in loads more camera equipment, haven't we? The drones, the other cameras that we've got around us. So we're only going to get better at this. The quality of the videos is only going to get better. And hopefully I'll get better at this, at presenting our videos and the angles we get. But as I say, 99% of the time, it's only me filming, it's only me editing. And it's only, well, not only me working, obviously, but I'm working as I'm doing that as well. So it's very difficult.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
So the drone is coming back in, guys. Come on, drone. Come. The drone is running out of battery. And this is the amazing thing about it. You're seeing now a live interaction with the drone coming back. Here we go. This is worth every penny. It's like under £1,000, this drone. And it lands itself. This is, stand back. It lands itself. Hopefully it lands itself. It's a bit windy, so it's trying to find its way down. I think it's going to land on the roof. It's coming, you can hear it.
No.
Low battery. Return to home promptly.
Oh, Dad, it's not going to work. It's going to run out.
It's going to work.
Landing.
Right, here we go.
Come on.
Landing.
There we go. The drone has landed. You got a bit of pilot as well. We're still filming, Jesse. So Jesse wants to start his very own YouTube channel, don't you, mate?
Yeah.
And what do you want to call it?
Jesse's Comics.
Jesse's Comics. He loves drawing. He absolutely loves drawing, don't you, mate? He's bloody good at it. So when he does start his page, I'm going to throw it up on here, and everyone can please go and follow him, give him some support. Feels a little bit young at the moment. He's 9. Little bit young, I think, to go off on his own and do it. But we're going to look into it for him, because I want to encourage that. But guys, so we end the video here because the drone is finished. I'm freezing cold, and it's Christmas Eve, so I want to go and spend some time with the kids. But thank you, like, from the bottom of my bloody heart, thank you so much for this past year. This past year has been absolutely amazing. From everything we've done this year, it's been absolutely amazing, and I have enjoyed every second of this YouTube journey. It's never even on my radar. A year and a half ago, never even thought about YouTube until a few people said, you've got to have a channel. So here we are now, a year and a half on, had the most fantastic year, and I've enjoyed every minute. Every single one of you who comment, all my regulars who comment as well. Even Julie sent me a birthday card in August because I turned 40 this year. So thank you to every single one of you who watch us, who enjoy our content, who give us a constructive criticism as well, because that is needed. Sometimes we get rude people who they're not our audience though, so I don't care. But if you have enjoyed our channel, if you are enjoying our content, if you enjoyed this video, whatever it may be, please hit that subscribe button, because it will mean the world. I want to blow this channel up. I want to create the best house clearance / antique shop channel that exists on YouTube across the whole world. And that's ambitious, I know. I think we can do it. So from me, Jesse, have a lovely Christmas, everyone. If you, whatever you're doing, and Well, no, we're going to have a good time. Santa's going to come.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, don't get blown away. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy whatever you're about to do. Bye.